Hi guys! Today I'm reviewing the Everyday Happy Herbivore Cookbook. Steph Payne requested a book by the author Lindsay Nixon. Not sure if this was the exact one you were looking for, but it's the one I had, so here you go. The first recipe I tried was for blueberry breakfast cake. It uses applesauce in place of oil, which I have never tried 100% replacing oil with applesauce, so I was curious to see how it would turn out. I liked that this recipe used pretty basic ingredients. The whole book is like that too. Not too many specialty things with the exception of tempeh. This recipe used whole wheat flour, but I'm using all-purpose flour. Mix the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients, and then it goes into a greased bread pan. I had to bake this for about 10 minutes longer than what the instructions said, but I'm guessing that's because of my altitude. I think she would have tested this closer to sea level. Looks pretty good, pretty fluffy, and the taste is alright. I like the unexpected spices in this breakfast cake, the cinnamon and the ginger. To really enjoy this, I would add more sweetness in the form of a crumb or blueberry syrup or something like that, but this cake isn't meant to be very sweet anyways. The texture is a tad bit on the gummy side, which might be because of the absence of oil, but it's not bad. I'd still eat this at home and snack on it whenever, but probably wouldn't offer it to anyone that I wanted to impress. The next recipe was Dady Dressing, a take on Annie's Scottish dressing. You guys know I love these kind of recipes. Everything just goes into a blender for a bit and then it's done. The first taste was pretty good. I liked the hint of smokiness from the liquid smoke, which is a bit different from other goddess dressings I've tried. I did add a little maple syrup to sweeten the whole thing, and I thought it was pretty alright. I tossed it with a crunchy mix of vegetables, and that's that. I thought it was pretty good. I'd have it again. It's a little bit different, although I might add some avocado to give it a better body in the future, but that's my preference. This book is about doing it low fat with less refined sugar, so there are some compromises in taste. The last recipe I tried was for Oyster Po Boys, a vegan take on the popular seafood sandwich. The recipe uses oyster mushrooms. I couldn't find any oyster mushrooms for a reasonable price, so I subbed regular white mushrooms and sliced them into medallions to get them closer to the right shape. She uses a cornstarch mixture to moisten the mushrooms, then into a mixture of finely milled cornmeal and seasonings, including the famous Old Bay seasoning. They go onto parchment paper with no oil and they just get baked. The result was surprisingly flavorful straight out of the oven. I was impressed that the coating actually had a crispness to it and the mushrooms stayed juicy inside. Just a tad on the salty side for me. I think they would taste even better if I had used the oyster mushrooms called for in this recipe. I made the sandwiches with Cajun mayo, another recipe in this book. I really do love that she has a lot of quick recipes for basic pantry items. This freshly made vegan po' boy was really tasty. Unfortunately, after they sat in the sandwich for a few minutes, the salty coating continued to draw moisture from the mushroom and lost that crispiness. My boyfriend said they were a bit grainy, so maybe this is not a recipe for parties where they might be set out for a little while. So overall, I found the recipes to be pretty good for what this book is meant for. Everyday type recipes that don't use a lot of extraordinary ingredients, don't take very much time to make, low fat, low in refined sugar, and aren't too complicated. It's been on the market for a while, so I'm sure you can find many other reviews to see if this book is a good one for you. Well, I got it on a $2 Amazon sale, so I would say it was worth every penny. Have you made anything from the Everyday Happy Herbivore? Let me know which ones were your favorites. Thank you to everyone who has been enjoying these cookbook reviews and letting me know. Just to let you know, I will be skipping next Monday to work on another project, but I think you're going to like it. Hopefully. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.